Alrighty, what's up, guys? Hang on, let me quickly check my channel. Make sure it's all recording and everything, because this thing was like acting weird. Chameleon Live for iPhone. So yeah, it should be streaming right now. There we go. So make sure it's all okay. So it works. So welcome, guys. So due to YouTube updating their bullshit laws or bullshit updated rules, I now have to go through a third-party app. So in order for me to live stream, because it's like you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys know people want to help me get those subscribers, I would really appreciate that. That would be awesome. Alrighty, so today we're gonna be trying to make pizza. We're gonna do a really nice chill Caprese pizza. So to do that, we're gonna be making the dough from scratch and everything as well. I haven't made dough very often. I'm still kind of new. Kind of new on making doughs. I'm not the best. I've only done it a few times. So we're gonna see what happens. Practice makes perfect, right? I'm gonna move my chat phone. No! Okay. Alrighty, so put that there. Alrighty, so to begin, we're gonna try something out. We're gonna try something new today. So I got all my stuff down here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to adjust the camera down just to give like a view of everything. So we got our ow, sorry guys, sorry, bad idea. We got our mixing bowl. We're gonna be using plastic spoon. I would recommend using a wooden spoon, but you know, it'll do fine. So yeah, we're gonna be doing about ow, sorry again, that was unexpected. So 2 1/3 cups of flour. I've got 1 1/3 cup separated and just a cup of flour because we're only going to be using a cup originally. I got a mix of 1½ teaspoons of sugar and 3/4 teaspoons of salt. 1 package of yeast. Some warm water. What is this? 3/4 cup of warm water. And 2 tablespoons of oil. Alrighty, so let's start. We're gonna start by mixing all of our dry ingredients together. So we're gonna do a cup of flour, our salt and sugar, and our yeast. So tear open that packet. So put all that good stuff in there. Toss that to my bin. We're gonna mix that up a little bit. Do a little mixing so that's all spread evenly. Alrighty, next we're going to incorporate our oil and our water into this. So add in the 2 tablespoons of oil. Mix that around a bit. We're going to add our water as well. The water and the sugars should help start activating the yeast. So that'll help our dough rise, give it that nice fluffy texture we want. So we're gonna mix that around a bit. You're gonna see that it's gonna be kind of goopy. That's why we have a little more. Flour as well for that. Alrighty. So yeah, I guess within the last week or so, they've just recently updated their. YouTube's just recently updated their policies. So now you have to have about 1,000 followers before you can like start streaming mobile, which I think is fairly ridiculous, but you know, whatever. Alrighty, so now we're gonna slowly incorporate some more flour into it. We're gonna want that to be like a nice, more doughy ball consistency. I'm still gonna be stirring it with a spoon until once it gets a bit more firmer. Alrighty. So stir in. So you can see it's starting to really like clump together, become like one big ball. Alrighty. I think I might actually start trying to mix by hand now. So we want it all to blend together. It's too sticky. We want it to, we want to be able to, what is it, like kind of mix it like Play-Doh, I guess, without it sticking as such. So just keep adding a bit more flour until it becomes that nice ball that we're looking for. We are getting close. I feel it's getting really close. So add some more flour. Alright, so we're gonna wanna remove all these strands of goodness. Ugh, yummy. But yeah, for now I'm gonna be trying to use this app if possible. I would try to get like a camcorder or something that I can hook up to my computer. That way, so I can continue to stream, probably in higher quality, and then I can just kind of like view it from my TV, since my PC is currently hooked up to my TV. What's shaking, Chameleon? Midnight Chameleon. How's it going? Glad you could make it. Glad you could join the stream. Alright, so right now we're just kneading the dough, trying to make it into a more malleable ball. So it's getting there. I think it's about there. It's really close to that texture, that consistency that we want. Still a little sticky, as you can see. So we're going to just keep adding flour to it. You don't want to knead it too much, because that will make it really tough. And that is the last thing we want to do. Alrighty, so that seems to be about pretty good consistency. Right there. I think that's solid right there. So, alrighty, so now we are going to let it proof. We're actually gonna add a little bit of oil to our container, so it's gonna be this one. Let me quickly wash this thing out a bit so that we can use it to help proof our lovely dough right here. Alright, so there we go. That's how you work my hose or my sink. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me for some reason. Alright, so we are going to snap. Whoa. Ugh, my little chatting phone is wanting to move around everywhere. So we're going to dry our bowl. We don't want it to get wet. We don't want it to be wet just because it'll stick to the dough and mess up our dough. So we're going to put this right in there. We're going to drizzle a little bit of oil on it. And then we are going to let it rise. So with rising, we're going to be covering it with a warm paper towel, and we're just going to let that sit for like 30 minutes. So let me get that paper towel. It's going to be like a warm, damp paper towel, and we're just going to cover it like so. I'm going to try my best to cover it. Alrighty, there we go. Alrighty, so she is mostly covered. There we go. I'm gonna spend more time trying to fucking cover this thing than anything else. Okay, there we go. And last but not least, the last one. Alrighty, and we're gonna let that rise for 30 minutes. So we'll put all this stuff aside. And there we go. Do a quick wipe up of the table. And then next we're going to start working on our sauce. because you can't have pizza without the sauce. Alright, now let's lift this up. Lift it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna show the pans right here and everything. So we got a saute pan that we're gonna be using, and we have our boiling pan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn that on. We're gonna get our oven cranking up as well. Set it to bake for about 425 degrees. I currently have a pizza stone in here, so as soon as I put the dough and the pizza and everything on it, it should be like, it'll just start cooking it. Take like 8 to 10 minutes to cook it, and it'll be perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna move our cutting board over here. We're gonna be doing actually a lot of stuff down here, because so you guys can get like a better picture or a better view of it all. Alright, so for our sauce, what we're gonna need is about the equivalent of like 4 large tomatoes. Oh wait, I guess I should move it down first. Alrighty, I know you guys love my gorgeous face, but gotta show the food. That's what you guys are here for. Alrighty, so it's gonna be about 4 large tomatoes. I'm gonna be using 2 smaller ones. So that's gonna be for our sauce. I'm gonna have an extra tomato to put on top. It's gonna be for the Caprese pizza. Let's see, we're gonna need some basil and some garlic. I always use pre-minced garlic. Saves me time, and I don't think it makes much of a difference. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop these guys up. So when I'm boiling them, it's gonna boil them a lot quicker. And then a few more things that I forgot to mention for our sauce. We're also gonna be using some white wine. Today's white wine is gonna be a Sauvignon Blanc by Dancing Bowl. I found it on sale for like $3. It's perfect cooking wine, and hopefully it's perfect drinking wine too. Alrighty, so actually that might be plenty. It's like 3.5? Yeah, it should be plenty. Alrighty, so our water. Sorry about that, guys. Still, like, you know, still testing everything out with the whole adjusting the camera and everything. So our water pan right here, we are going to add our tomatoes to it. Alrighty. So I currently have my pan on high, so that should help cook it faster. I am going to put a lid on top, so it gets to a boiling point quicker. Alrighty. So while that's going, I'm going to quickly wipe my hands down. I should really get some more hand towels. That would probably be wiser. Alrighty, so just that, straighten it out. There we go. Okay. So while we're waiting for those to boil, we are going to chop up some basil. I have some pretty old basil. It's still good. You can see some brownness on it, but I think it'll do the job perfectly. I always prefer to use fresh basil. I think it's got the best taste. It has the best taste, freshness, better compared to dried. So we're just gonna like do some light cutting on that. Just preparing this for the marinara. So just chop it up a bit. And we're also gonna, alrighty, so put that aside. Let me quickly grab an onion. I'm gonna grab my phone as well here. Woo, you can see. Alrighty, so I'm going to be using a yellow onion. Man, this guy's been with me for a while. Alright, so yellow onion. I'm also going to take a quick selfie with the camera. So just being like, yo, you guys should check out my super rad stream. So here we go. So there we go. So I'll just put, come check out my live stream. Putting this on Instagram. I don't think I was able to add a link to my Instagram, but I will tell you guys later in a bit. Let me quickly do this. Come check out my stream. Come check out my stream. Link in bio. Alrighty. Maybe I should do like a blue. There you go. So I mean, for you guys watching me and you follow me on Instagram as well, you will see that. So I put the link up. Alrighty. So now let's put this bad boy back up here. Alrighty. So now we are going to go back to doing some shopping. A little unprepared today. Pretty nervous about this pizza, since I don't make pizzas very often. You know, I just want it to turn out good, because I think that's probably about 1 or 2 pizzas right there. Alright, so we're going to do maybe about a 1/4 cup of onions. We're going to dice it, and what we're going to be doing with the onions and the garlic, is that we're going to be sauteing it. So really like bring out those good flavors. So just a loose chop, because we are going to end up blending these later with these tomatoes. We're going to add this post blend, because cooked spinach or cooked basil is you don't need to, it's unnecessary. Alrighty, so move you back up. Alrighty, so we've got our sauteing pot right here, pan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna move it up to the front, and we're gonna crank it on high. We're gonna toss in a little bit of oil. Perfect. And if I had a carrot, I could add carrot as well. I think that would be really good in the marinara. Let me quickly look. See, so in my fridge of wonders, I have no marinaras, but I have a lot of peppers. I think a pepper would be really good in there. I don't know. You guys think I should? Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna add. We're not gonna add too much spice though. Do a light spice jalapeno. Alright. So 1 jalapeno. We'll put this down. Alrighty, so just do general chunks, because again we're going to blend it up. Cooking the jalapeno, it should reduce some of the heat, because you're cooking out the oils and everything like that. But yeah, words, things. Alright, so so let's move you up, and we're gonna go back to our pan right here. So we got our heating pan, our sauteing pan. Ooh, that is water falling? Oh, okay, I get it. There's steam coming out of my oven. I was trying to figure it out. One of my cookie sheets has like a weird indent in it that collects water, so all that water is just like seeping out right now. Alrighty, so our oil's hot. We're gonna add some onions. We're gonna add the onions, and we're gonna add the jalapenos. And we're also gonna do about we're gonna do about 1 teaspoon of garlic. That should be plenty for this. Alright. we're gonna stir this up a bit. Give you like a nice kind of view of it cooking. So we're just gonna be caramelizing everything up. And then you see our blender in the background. We're gonna be putting it all in here. And then we're gonna just toss the blended mixture back inside. We'll add our seasonings or spices that we're gonna add to it. All right, so tip of warning. When cooking jalapenos is lift that up to see my gorgeous face. So warning, when cooking jalapenos, since all the heat is kind of coming to your face, it can irritate the nose and make you want to sneeze really bad. My word of advice is have your fan on. If you don't like having your fan on, don't breathe the delicious smell. Oh God. Okay, we're good. We're doing. Oh God. We're doing pretty good. Okay, so it's getting pretty caramelized. We're gonna put that aside for now. We're gonna check on our tomatoes. Excuse me. Oh God, I had to sneeze. Okay, quick wash of the hands. Can't see me, but here I am. All right, check on our boiling potatoes. All right, they're getting pretty soft right now. Probably got another couple minutes. While we are waiting on those, let's check on our dough. So, actually, no, let's not check on our dough. Our dough should be fine. It'll probably be about, what's the timer at? Another 15 minutes before it'll be ready. Also, I felt like wearing my apron with my Aloha shirt because I felt like this is like peak artisanal pizza chef look. It's like, yeah, I make pizzas from scratch. Yeah, I'm cool and totally not hipster at all whatsoever. All right, so, ooh, look, yeah, showed my little shirt. Sorry, oh shoot, I'm like kind of watching the stream as well. So just trying to make sure it's all like working well and everything like that. So, ooh, yeah, those are getting pretty good. Okay. While we're waiting on that, let's see. I guess we could try our wine. Let's see how it tastes. Lifting the camera. So we'll get a fancy glass. So a fancy wine glass. We're gonna be trying the Dancing Bowl Sauvignon Blanc. Want to make sure it's good. Normally, if you're gonna do a marinara sauce, since I will be adding this to a marinara, most of the time people will use like reds. Zinfandels are, at least in my opinion, are preferred. But I'm looking for a little sweeter marinara, so I chose to do a white this time. So let's see how it is. So a little fancy swirl, pinky out. The smell. Yeah, that is, I would not drink that, but I would cook with it. So, that's exactly why I got it. Oh, yeah, no bueno. Alrighty, so our tomatoes are ready. We are going to grab some tongs, if I can find any. Found some tongs. Grab some tongs. Gonna grab our blender right here, and we are gonna move these bad boys over into the blender. Alrighty, so oh my God, the jalapeno struck. Okay, so we're going to put all the tomato skins and everything in there. It's all gonna blend nicely in. Oh, I might actually need to blow my nose in a second. Alright, put those in there, and we're gonna mix in our sauteed peppers as well. So, move this aside. I actually might need to blow my nose right now. Actually, I might use, this will be our pan. Excuse, sorry about if you hear me blowing my nose. Alright. Much better. Let me wash my hands. We'll resume this. You know, maybe it would be smarter to start doing like edited videos and stuff. The whole reason that I want to do live streams is because it's easier to answer questions live. Like I can see you guys, your streams, like whatever you guys chat, put in the chat section. I feel like it's easier for me to respond than coming back at it maybe a day or two later, or maybe it's just never see it in the end. That's my view on it. That's why I really like cooking live. I also don't have to put on like, I mean, I guess I kind of like put on some like persona kind of thing, like super confident stuff, but I also feel like I can be myself more if I'm doing live streams. It's not all scripted and stuff. It's me saying a lot, me sneezing a lot, me burning my mouth with hot things, and just having a good time, spending like 45 minutes to like hour and a half just cooking, chilling, and I think that's what's fun for me at least. Alrighty, so marinara. I'm gonna throw in some salt right now. Actually, I need to buy some like boxed salt so I don't have to do this all the time. It's like fancy sea salt, but it doesn't really matter. So right now we don't have, we're still waiting on the basil, so I'm going to add some oregano as well. I just wanted to add a little bit more salt, and then we're going to stir that all in the heat. Alright, so we're going to put our saucepan back on. We're going to take all of our marinara base, put it all in there, put this in the dish pit. And, ooh, you guys probably saw that. Ooh, it's yelling at me. Alrighty, so we're gonna add our Sauvignon Blanc. I wanna say we're gonna do maybe about quarter cup of white, a little bit more. Alright, we've got the heat lowered. Gonna be stirring this bad boy. We're gonna grab, I should have had it out. We're gonna do some dried oregano because I didn't grab fresh oregano. So we're also gonna throw in our basil. Not too much. Basil is very overpowering. I know I chopped up a lot, but really we don't need that much. And we're gonna throw in maybe, so it's probably about like a tablespoon of basil. We're gonna do probably about 2 teaspoons of oregano. It would be easier if I had that plastic spoon to stir. Oh, sweet. I got another plastic spoon. All right, so gonna stir it up. And we're gonna try it out. Got a little mini sample spoons. Pretty good. Got kind of a kick because of jalapenos. We're gonna add some more salt to it. I say some, but I mean a lot more. There's like no salt flavoring in there whatsoever. We're also gonna want to throw in some thyme, which I have some thyme. There we go, perfect. So some thyme, some tarragon, rosemary, and I might not add, oh, I do have thyme. So dried thyme. We're gonna do about half a teaspoon of thyme. Do 1/4 teaspoon of ground rosemary, or I guess it's like chopped up rosemary, and a 1/4 teaspoon of tarragon. And we are going to stir. So we'll lower that so you guys can see the magic happen. Move things out of the way. And we're gonna stir. Alright, let's try that again. It's gonna take a minute for all the flavors to really blend. Oh, that's a lot better. I think we could add in, it's missing something. Like, I want to add in some cumin. Like, I want to get risky with that. I think we can get risky with some cumin. Let's try some cumin. So I've got my cumin bottle, that's turmeric. I also make a lot of curry. I'm heavy into curry. That's like my favorite thing to make. So we're gonna do maybe about 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Now we're gonna stir that. And let's test that out. Perfect. We're gonna let that reduce down a bit. We're gonna cover her back up with the lid that I tossed carelessly. Lid I tossed carelessly, everybody. Let that roll for a bit. Alright, put our spoon over here for now. Actually, I'll put it under here. So, while we're waiting for everything, let's check on our dough right now. Ooh, our dough is looking nice. It's risen up quite a bit. I think it's got another few minutes before she's ready. Well, in the meantime, I think we should do our drink of the day. So, for those new to my streams that haven't seen any of mine yet, I've only done like 2. But I like to do a random drink of the day. Normally, I would, if I'm eating a pizza, I want to do it with a wine, but this wine's disgusting and I have no other wine. So we're gonna do something unorthodox and do a margarita with it, cause why not? 2 worlds collide. So for our margarita, we're going to be using some triple sec. Just get that over there. Lemon juice. I normally prefer lime juice, but I'm also out of lime juice. Grenadine. It's going to be like a pomegranate margarita. And, of course, our tequila. A little baby bottle of tequila. So we're going to need our shaker. I don't have my shaker. Oh. I lost my shaker. So, it's going to be stirred. Not how Bond likes it, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So, we're gonna be going very classy with a margarita glass. I say margarita glass, but really, I'm using my imagination. It's a wonderful margarita glass. Like the stem and everything, like something you find in a Mexican restaurant. I pulled this out just to stir it, and I forgot about it. Okay. Ice, no ice. But it's fine. Our alcohol is pre-chilled. So what we're going to be doing for this is, since I'm not the biggest fan of tequila, I'm going to probably do a little bit less, so maybe about an ounce of tequila. That was about an ounce. Alright, about an ounce of lemon juice. Give or take, I'm bad at measuring ounces. 2 ounces of triple sec. And we're going to do an ounce of grenadine. nuts. And then, as per usual, we're gonna use a chopstick. Today's chopstick of the day is a dark brown with yellow stripes. So I'll give you a nice close-up look of that. So chopstick, stirring chopstick of the day. And we're gonna mix that up. All right. Put that aside. I really don't like tequila. I hope this was really good. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. The tequila flavor is very light on it because obviously I put in less than normal, about an ounce. I could drink that for days. If I had ice, I would turn it into like a frozen margarita, slushy margaritas. Are they called frozen margaritas? I think so. I don't drink a lot of margaritas. My go-to is always a Moscow Mule. Alrighty. Hella good. I'm probably gonna keep drinking that while we work. Okay. So, let me move some, we'll bring you down here. So you see our working area is a little messy. So what we're gonna do now is adjust the camera a bit. Alrighty, adjust the camera a bit. And, oh man, maybe I'm the only viewer. That's why it's one. Okay, so adjust camera. Move things aside so that we can move things aside so that we can start working on our dough. Start molding it into the perfect pizza. Alright. So, I don't know why that's there. Flip this bad boy over. And next, for this next thing, we're gonna need some semolina. Semolina or cornmeal, either works well. So we're gonna coat the dough with that so that it doesn't stick to our stone in there. And I'm also going to be grabbing the mozzarella while I have the opportunity to. So normally I would use fresh mozzarella, but because I couldn't find any at the grocery store, they had some like, they had pretty much this, but in a whole block. But I normally prefer like fresh mozzarella, like in the juice and everything. I think that's what goes best on a Caprese. But for now, we're just gonna use some shredded mozzarella, not provided at all. I bought this with my own money, Kraft, because that's all they had. Alrighty, so now we're going to remove our little paper towel. We're gonna remove the dough. So as you can see, it's pretty loose right now, loosey-goosey. So we're gonna show it some love by putting some flour on my hands. So I got my little bag of flour right next to me. So we always want to flour up our hands first. It's easier to work with the dough. I don't know how to like do the spinning thing. Ooh, I kind of did it there. Look at that. There's holes all over my dough because I'm screwing with it. Alrighty, so let's roll it up. Okay. So we're gonna expand it a bit. Press on it. Ooh. Hopefully this turns out good, or good enough, because I am starting to mess with it too much. I feel it getting firm. So trying to mold it. As you can see, it's getting fairly holy, and I'm just tearing it apart like the champ that I totally am. So we're gonna try closing up these holes a bit, trying our best at least. Again, with the disclaimer, I am not the best at making pizza. I will never claim to be. I haven't learned professionally how to. It's just been me like practicing on my own time. And that's pretty much how you get good at anything, right? It's just practicing little by little. So this is going to be a pretty thick pizza. It's probably going to fluff up quite a bit. I press down on it. I'm going to flip it. I want to get a little bit of semolina on everything. So, alrighty, so our pizza is about ready. Do like some weird like lifted crust or something on it. Alrighty, we're gonna check on our dough or our sauce, and our sauce is looking pretty solid. Let me find. Let's see. We're gonna actually be using a measuring spoon, so we're gonna stir it up a bit. That actually might be pretty good. So it's a little loose, so I'm gonna just cover it up again. Another few minutes. While we're waiting on that, I'm going to put our pizza dough aside. All right, press on that, cover the holes. I'm gonna grab that wet paper towel, clean off this little area, do a little kind of prepping. All right, and we are going to grab my knife, this knife, and we're gonna do a couple slices. So just preparing it, and we're gonna cut them in half. I like doing half slices. I think it's better than whole slices. Personal opinion. No reason why. Just like it. Aesthetics. Alrighty. So now we're going to pour in. We're gonna put some of our sauce on top. So I'm doing about a half cup, or I'm probably gonna do about a full cup. Full cup of sauce. There we go. So a full cup of sauce. We're gonna mix that around. So, got that pretty mixed around. We're gonna add our cheese. So cheese on top. If this turns out really good, I'm gonna be really happy. I might actually have to come back. I might actually have to write down this recipe. So we're gonna throw in a bunch of mozzarella, and then we're gonna throw in our half tomatoes. I'm gonna be saving the basil for afterwards. I prefer to have the fresh basil, and along with the basil as well, we're gonna be sprinkling some balsamic reduction. I could show you guys how to make that another time. But it is a lengthy process and requires a lot of balsamic. Alright, so we're going to lift this bad boy up. You can see me try to put this into the oven. So our oven, 425 degrees. We're going to find a way to put the pizza onto the stone without dropping it. So I think the best way is just going to be moving it from the cutting board to here. So I'll get back. This coworker calling or texting, so I'll get back to him in a bit. So move that out of the way. That's all right. Let's see. Can we slide it? We cannot slide it. So I'm just trying to assure that this whole thing doesn't fall apart on me. Huh. Shoot. So we seem to be at a standstill at the moment, so trying to figure out the best course of action without this whole thing falling apart on me. Let's pull out the pizza stone a bit. Sorry, it's probably looks a little crazy right now. This is my first. There. Okay, that should make it easier getting it on there. So, slowly but surely it comes off. There we go. There we go. Holy shit, I did it. Oh my god, I totally didn't think that was going to work. Perfect. So, we're going to put that back in there. Oh, that was really stressful. Okay, we're going to set a timer. We'll move you up while we wait. So, set a timer on my phone for about 10, let's say 15 minutes. We'll say 10 minutes, and then we'll check on it. So, 10 minutes. Alright, so while that's going, I'm going to quickly check my phone. See what my coworker wants. I think I'm the only one watching myself. I think I'm just watching myself pretty much right now. Which is okay. I mean, I just want to get as much as I can out there. You know, putting all of my foods and things out. Bakes, yeah, 15 minutes. Sorry, I was also cheating because I'm very bad at making pizza doughs. Got count. Okay, good. Alrighty, so let me see if I can adjust anything on my, like my name or the name or something on this. Is there a way to fix it? Quality, always 720. I don't think there's a way to change the name. Dang. So, probably because I'm using a free version of it. Oh cool, I have 11 subscribers. Awesome, thanks guys. So all my subscribers, just quickly want to say thank you very much. Without you guys helping me out, I know you're a bunch of like my friends and stuff, but without you guys, this would not be possible. I'm hoping to one day really boost up my my subs, and you know, I can start doing crazier things in a nicer kitchen, maybe do more live stream stuff like that. If I can do that 1,000 follower, if I can do that 1,000 follower mark, like if I can hit that, I would be happy, because you know, it gives me more freedom to use my phone freely, or maybe if I set up my Patreon, like I can have like donations and stuff. But for now, like I'm doing this for fun. I just want to get my clientele out, or my fan base out there, and you know, I think you guys are gonna love what you see. Again, thank you for my 11 subscribers. So while I am chilling like a villain, I'm gonna be looking through my phone for a second. Alright. And so drink. Drinking right now. Ooh. Not yet. Another 15 minutes. So I do want to figure something out for next week's stream. Like I want to keep, like I think this app is pretty handy, especially for what I have, especially for their whole 1,000 bullshit going on right now. I want to use that. I want to see if I can buy like they have a premium feature where I can adjust the names and everything like that. Alright. Making pizza, foo. making pizza. I also made everything from scratch. Made from scratch. Like, dough was made and everything, so for those that saw it, like, you guys saw me make the dough and everything. It's pretty great. Clifford, if you're watching, scroll back, you can see it. Well, now he's telling me it's sad. Why is it sad? I don't think it's sad. I think it's awesome. I say as I'm about to stuff mozzarella in my mouth. Because I'm hungry and haven't had breakfast. Alright. Let's try. I'm going to have some of the sauce again. That was good. It's like the perfect taste. It's gonna be the perfect contrast from the sweetness of the balsamic reduction. So you got the sweet, the spicy. I think it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna taste amazing. Yeah, well, Clifford, I don't know if you're watching. You're probably not watching. I can do that too. So professional. So he's. Oh, I can't multitask. I can't multitask and text. Can't stream and text. I'm trying. Oh, that was intense. So. So, I mean, right now I'm just kind of killing a bit of time. Right now I'm killing time. I got about 4 minutes left. Actually, let's see. 4 minutes on that pizza? Yeah, it's gonna be like 6 minutes. Ooh, you little sagging bastard. Oh. I just tore off some of the crust. Let's see how it is. For a good start, it's hot. Hella hot. But, oh my goodness, there we go. No! It's my floor. I can eat things off my floor if I want. For being a very simple and basic crust, it's really good. I think if I was moving on from it, I would probably add some more things, so maybe some garlic powder, onion powder, or something like that. I could always do like a curry pizza crust. I have my own like masala mix and everything like that. I could show you guys, or I could save it for another video. I think I'll save it for another video. I think this will probably be my one video this week, as I try to get everything figured out, what I'm gonna do for live streaming, whether I'll be able to keep doing this through this, but you know, actually putting my own names for it and stuff, or if I'm just going to start doing like pre-recorded videos, just cutting them out and, you know, start posting them, which I could do. I could do like 10 of them, like just make like 10 different recipes, like all in a day, spend like one day doing all this, and then figure out a way to cut it all. So then I have like videos going for like the next couple weeks, which would probably be awesome, which would be a smart thing to do. But also, I hate like, there's like, I guess it seems to me like give off more of a perfectionist kind of look with pre-recorded stuff, which works well. Like, that's what a lot of people like. I personally like seeing like the mess ups, the reactions, like, you know, not like smiling all the time, like yeah, like everything is great, Look at this sauce. It's amazing. Like, that's great. I don't like doing that. I don't like. I think it gives you guys like the opportunity to see the raw emotion from me as I'm making everything. That's my view. I can start doing like pre-recorded ones, which we'll see what happens. I might. Yeah, for now, like, I'm just gonna try to figure out this stream and stuff. If I just have to pay a little extra for like a pro membership or pro form of this live streaming app, just so I can like put in my own like description, name, whatever, then I will do that, and that way we can get things more situated. More cheese. But I'm really hungry, and looks really bomb. So, alright, so my timer says there's 30 seconds left. Let's look at it. I mean, technically, yeah, it could be 30 seconds. But we're gonna do 2 more minutes. Oops. There. 2 more minutes on the timer. 2 more minutes on the timer. We're gonna hold out a bit more. I just want that crust to cook a bit more. I want the crust to cook a bit more, so that it's gonna be super floppy when I pull it out. Wink. It's gonna be floppy when I pull it out, and you know, sometimes I like a hard, stiff crust just to shove in my mouth, like a nice, thick, tough crust, just all in my mouth. I can say a lot of things serious. But yeah, I like a mix. Like I like to have kind of a mix of a chewier crust with an actual crust piece, like the end of the pizza, to be a bit tougher, like crunchier. I like having that good hearty crunch. It's my favorite part of it. I'm just gonna clean off my board a bit. Oh no, wait, we have the technology. That pizza stone that I got came with this holder thing, so, oh, my phone's close to dying. This is not my phone, so I'll plug that in. There we go. Okay, so it came with this little pizza stone holder, so I just gotta, as soon as it's done, pull it out, put it on here, and then we're gonna cut it open and see how it tastes. Oh, I shouldn't have put it with a cutting board. Alright, so I'm gonna chop up some basil quickly while I'm waiting. Just like some basil put on top of the pizza. I don't recommend doing this, like I'm dying a little bit on the inside, but my cutting board is like nasty. Oh, that's our timer. Stop. Alrighty, so never use knives on countertops. Horrible, hurts. I died a little bit doing that. Super unprofessional. But I only have one cutting board. It's dirty. I need more cutting boards. Alright, so let's check on that. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so here. Let you guys watch the magic unfold as I try to pull it out. Alright, so I'm also going to be using a placemat to help with said process. So here it is. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright. Look at that. Sexy. Mozzarella cheese. Oh, some mozzarella cheese, some tomatoes. We can turn that off. We're gonna sprinkle some of that good on it, the basil. So actually we'll put it up here, right there, so you can see me do all this. So sprinkle in some basil. Pretty much did just like a chiffonade basil, which is just like rolling up the leaves together and then just like doing thin strips. That's kind of what I did, kind of, sort of. All right, and last but not least, our most important part, our balsamic reduction. Ooh, it's loose. Wink. All right, so spread that on top. So I like to do a little extra. Normally just one zigzag is perfect, but a little extra because I love balsamic reduction. And I'm too lazy to pull this off, so I'm just going to use a knife on top of it. Another thing you shouldn't do, so don't follow my example on that. Alrighty, let's cut myself a slice. Alright. So, our pizza seems to be stuck to the stone with all the, even with all the semolina on it. So, next time we'll add even more semolina. So, here's a crust. Here, lift it up. So you can see my gorgeous face as I try to eat this thing. It's hella hot. Mmm. But hella good. Wow. Oh, my hands are burning so bad. But that is really good. Grab myself a plate. Here. Do all the scoots, moving this all to the side. So, oh yeah. Alrighty, so, doing the crust here. That's a pretty effing good crust. But for super basic, super simple, it tastes really good. I'm gonna use not a spoon, a fork to eat this pizza, so we'll try it out. Be a heathen. I would normally use my hands, but this thing's hella hot. It's perfect. That is really good. That is amazing. Like with the spiciness of the sauce mixed in with the balsamic reduction, as I said, hella good. Perfect. Like, I kind of want to eat this whole thing, and I just might. So, that is my stream for the day. Again, a little baby margarita. That's my stream for the day. I hope you guys liked what you saw. If you like everything you see, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at IMRIDINGSOTO. So I'm writing Soto. Like I'm writing solo, like riding solo in a car, but Soto because that's my last name. You can see all the stuff that I make at work. I pretty much update it with all the food stuff that I do as well. So definitely check that out. And I hope to see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.